Hello everyone, this is Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. So as you all know, in this segment of ours, we talk about the prominent achievers of our country who have made India proud in some way or the other. So in the same sequence, today we have with us Mr. Devanand Pare, who is the Senior Vice President for Product Support and India Operations at Synth Sapiens India Private Limited. So, Mr. Devanand Pare have 30 plus years of digital transformation experience, currently allied with Sapiens Analytics in Pune, India. Most recently, he was associated with Rolls-Royce PLC as head of IT in India and IT business partner for international organizations. Previously worked with Etion Corporations as Global Application Support and Services Head and was responsible to govern intern and vendor-related IT specs. Prior to Etion, he served in BMC Software for nearly 12 years, worked in India and USA and National Informatics Center as a scientist. But before we actually start the conversation with the man, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm very good, Varsha. Thanks.
Right, sir. So, though I have given a short brief about you and your professional role, I would like to, ask you to brief us a bit more about your professional journey.
Yeah, I will first cover my education background, and then I will go to the professional achievements which I have done so far. I, if you ask me, I'm a countryside boy. Until my 12th, I haven't even seen the city. So I got my 10th grade pass out from my school, and then I moved to city, and then I started looking a different world altogether. Uh, then I completed my graduations. I was able to get my two masters done. One I did it from the University of Pune, that is masters in IT, and I have also completed my masters in environmental science and operation research from Shivaji University, Kolhapur. Same time, I got the opportunity to really go for PhD in uh, a PhD into Cambridge University, but somehow I was not able to make that happen because I needed to like handle some other priorities that time. And after that, I got selected in Government of India Planning Commission, the National Informatics Center, which is the center which provides the information technology for all across the country. So I spent my 6 years with building National Informatics Centers, couple of good applications for Department of Home, Department of Public Work, and then planning commissions. And I also got opportunity to work with World Bank along with National Informatics Center, and then I moved out of country with that. I spent almost 7 years in US, and then I moved back to India and started building capacity for the GICs in India. The first thing is like I did from scratch is BMC Software IT division. Then I moved to Eaton Corporation. I started from the 20 people. I think when I moved out, the Eaton IT was having almost 300 plus people. Then Rolls Royce invited me to build the IT in India. I went to Rolls-Royce and we were building the capacity there. Somehow Rolls-Royce needed to change the plans. Then I started with Sapiens Analytics 2 years back. Initially, I was doing the customer success and product support. Later on, I got moved into these two roles, which I just explained it to that. That is Senior Vice President, Product Support and India Operations. Plus, I'm on the board of directors now.
Amazing, sir. So, nothing comes that easy to us, and I'm pretty sure that you must have also had certain sort of challenges in your professional role. So, if you can tell us a bit about those challenges and also the overcomings for the same, please.
Yeah, if you talk about the challenges, I will go with my first job when I was placed into Jammu and Kashmir. It was not a quiet state that time. It was actually lots of terrorist activities were happening day in day outs, and setting up the center there was a big challenge. Sometimes, if you ask me, the offices which we set up there, nobody used to come for any help. We used to clean ourselves. We used to if anything goes wrong, we used to fix ourselves. Sometimes our network used to be down. We needed to do every R&D, and that gave me the opportunity to really build the expertise in IT. Later on, they recognized me, and then I moved to Pune, uh, and then again it was another area where there was some disturbance, and we needed to go there, and it was a forestry projects. Those were not easy days for me, which do it. If you ask me, like when I was setting up these GICs, uh, sometimes pressure used to be like you need to do it within couple of days, and like India is having lots of talent, but again you need to have people build their confidence, build their loyalty. Those were the big issues which were required to be handled.
Right, sir. So, now if you can please brief us a bit about the product and services that your current organization is providing to people out there, please.
Yeah, my current organization is offering two products. One is contingent workforce. We call it at Sapiens View. This contingent workforce gives to find out how to expand your abilities to drive the supplier performances, increase capacity of existing contingent resources, and maximizing the cost savings potential, which is for the organizations. So that is the main purpose of the our tool which we are processing. And we also provide the enterprise workforce views, which is to be get the confident on your workforce supply, support businesses objectives. Then you have to find out your strategies, and all those things helps through the enterprise workforce views.
Right, sir. So now moving ahead, everyone do plans for their future. So what further plans are you having in terms of your professional journey in the upcoming years? So if you can please share a bit of those plans with us.
See, since beginning, I'm very much interested in doing the innovations, continuous improvements, problem management, incubations. Because in India, you do have lots of talent force which you can bring into the room and really drive uh, the great outcome out of that. And that is what I would like to do next. You have heard lots of buzzwords like machine learning, IoTs, AI, whatever not, like building blockchains. All those are making a difference today in digital workforce, and I definitely would like to make sure that I can get this opportunity and really do lots of creativities using that.
And I wish you all the success for all these plans of yours, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right, sir. So now, all of us knows that these, past 2 years have made us all realize how important it is to become Atmanirbhar. So, what do you have to say on this self-reliant India movement, and also, how is you or your organization is contributing towards this?
India, if you ask me, India is quite well Atmanirbhar now, and every organization is contributing in that. For our organizations, if you ask me, we do have our R&D center, which is set up here in Pune, in India. And that is contributing a lot into all the product development. We do have a couple of patents. It is developed here. When I was working with Rolls Royce, it has been like have a tie up with HAL now. We do have IIMPL, uh, which is manufacturing the products here. They are contributing to. So I think every organization is one way or the other making India Atmanirbhar, Bharat Atmanirbhar. But along with that, we are also making many countries to be have their self-sustained using the digital transformations. and India is playing big role in that.
Very, very rightly said, sir. So now, as this year India would be celebrating the 75th year of independence, which is, famously known as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So, what do you like to say on this, as in how far we have come, and also what is your vision pertaining to this?
Very first thing, I know that when I started my career 30 years back, that time, if you ask me, we were really very low on the information technology. But if you see today, Dr. Sheshagiri started NIC, the organization which I was working with, and his main intention was getting government really start using the digital word, digital transformation. That time it was, we were doing the small activities, but if you see today, everything is moving towards digital. You might have seen like the digital India. That is now what NIC is supporting, and I do feel very proud from where to where we came. Now the currencies and everything going up. Every small shop you go, Google Pay or do something, do the digital transactions. This is the big difference which India brought, and I think India will go beyond that.
Right, sir. So now, though I know it's always a very wonderful feeling when we get recognitions for our work, still, I would love to know from you that what are your feelings on winning this Man of Excellence award for yourself?
When I got this mail, I was shocked myself because it was it was a great feeling then, and it was like uh, Man of the Excellence Award, recognizing the 30 years contributions, the contributions which we have done during pandemic time. All those are getting recognized. I think two or three representatives from the IS approached me. They saw my profile and they asked me to like nominate. I was a bit not confident that yes, the judges and jury will pick up my name, but when I heard that yes, I got this, I was I was jumping myself. uh, Currently I'm traveling in US and we do have leadership meeting, planning meetings. I did share with them and everybody was cheering for me. That moment was really great for me. Until now I did receive, I think this is my first individual recognitions, and I did receive the industry recognitions before that, but it was kind of our team efforts. But this is the first one which I have received outside the organizations.
And you are truly an achiever, I must say so.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so now moving ahead, as we have discussed, a lot about your professional role and also the future plans that you're having in the upcoming years. So if you can now brief us a bit about your social contribution too, please.
If you ask me, I can give the latest example. When all lockdown started all across the India, the offices, schools, everything was closed. And I know that in cities, people were having some of the like mobiles networks, they were able to do it. But what about the remote areas? What about the girls? So my organization, Sapiens Analytics, has helped the school in Nagpur, which is a girls' schools, because they were really not having anything. So our organization donated 60 laptops. They trained the teachers, and those girls were able to complete, because that it was not a small period. It is almost 2 years, and those equipments really built help them to continue their education. Yeah, apart from this, I'm an environmentalist. I do participate in social forestry plantations. I also sponsor the educations for the like kind of rural areas. Particularly, my father and mother was the first educated people from the family, and in my village, I have recently announced that I am going to uh, sponsor one girl and one student boy from the school for their as a scholarship.
And that's pretty amazing, sir. So now, last but surely not the least, what message or mantra you would like to give to our new generation to become successful in their careers?
Uh, One thing now, I think the things are changing here. I would like the new generation should be focusing on the very first thing is building their skill sets. They should be not focusing on the titles and salaries. They should be really focusing on how they can add the values using new technologies. I also want people should be really loyal. They should do what they like instead of just running behind the like limelight of the life.
All right, sir. So thank you so very much for your time today, sir. It was lovely talking to you, and I wish you all the success for all your future endeavors as well. And may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you so very much for joining with us.
Thanks a lot, Varsha. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.